Hello and welcome to Loresworn Live, playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Communist Brazil. I am TJ Hafer, manning the controls today, and with me on chat monitoring duty is Brianna.
Hello!
Those of you, actually let me get the game loaded up real quick, who have not been following us so far, we're in a bit of a tight spot. Just waiting for the game to initialize, and then I'll switch the viewer over. Okay, it's taking a little longer than usual. There we go. So we're playing as Brazil, who is, we have turned into the Brazilian Socialist Republic by switching our government to communism. We are the leader of the South American Workers' Paradise faction, along with our little buddy Paraguay. And we're basically at war with everybody. Because I believe it was either Peru or Ecuador joined the Allies when we invaded them, and then Venezuela joined the Axis when we invaded them. So things could be going better. As of right now, we've taken the Guyanas, and we're just trying to dislodge Allied forces from Trinidad and Tobago with our Marines, while simultaneously fabricating a war goal against Panama, so that we can go ahead and seize the canal and start moving up through Central America. Before we invaded the northern part of South America, we had about 800k manpower, and now we're down to like 200k. Mostly because of Venezuela. Venezuela ended up being a lot harder to take than we anticipated, and I'm thinking that a large part of that was probably because they were getting help from the Allies, possibly with some expeditionary forces.
Whoops. One sec. Sorry. I'm trying to load up chat on the tablet.
Oh, yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, so that's right. Right now we're trying to break this front right here, using our Marines, and they keep swapping in fresh forces, which is making it difficult for us to do that. I'm going to go down to speed 4, and we might go back down to speed 3 or speed 2 once we actually start our invasion of Panama, which we can begin on the 14th of May, 1944. So we're still a couple months away.
And welcome, Beska.
They did have Patton here for a while, defending Trinidad and Tobago, but now it's just Harold Alexander. Well, I actually don't know who that is. If you're more of a World War II buff than I am, you might. But yeah, this has been going back and forth. Our combat number has been consistently high, but the balance of battle keeps switching back and forth between green and red. So clearly they're pulling some kind of shenanigans here. Hopefully we will wear them down eventually. I believe we do have better infantry and better special forces than they do. I'm also going to double check on my construction. We're still building everything we need to be building.
And you don't have nukes yet, right?
We do not have nukes. Oh yeah, that's what I needed to fix this thing. Okay, so because
hey Connor,
the Soviet Union completely got annihilated by the Reich, they're no longer exporting steel to us, and we were getting like 90% of our steel from them. So we can't even fully produce a line of infantry equipment at this point. Which is going to be problematic. It's going to squash any dreams we had of probably building tank divisions to invade the U.S. unless we can secure a different source of steel. Or if the Soviets somehow bounce back and we can start importing it from them again, because we just don't have nearly enough. We're going to capture a lot of chromium, but the nearest province with a decent supply of steel... Yeah, it's going to have to wait really until we get into the U.S. Like, Arizona has some. The Great Lakes obviously have a ton, but it's going to be a while before we get there. Pennsylvania has quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to be running a steel shortage for a long time. And we can't even really work on prioritizing where to use it, because we need 45 to be producing infantry equipment, so we can't even run one production line at full efficiency. And we're currently missing 58,000 infantry equipment. So what we could do, we could cut back on other things that use steel. Just to try to give more steel to our infantry equipment line. So yeah, I'm gonna go down to like one factory making tanks right now. And yeah, I'm using a lot of them on boats as well. So what does that do to our production? U.S. influence, the U.S. advocacy for democracy is starting to affect our country. Radio broadcasts allow speeches from FDR to reach our people, and we found many Brazilians being attracted to the American way of life. Yeah, so this is, they took the Monroe Doctrine thing that's going to give us a small amount of democracy support, but I think we can counterbalance that. If it starts to get to the point where we're close to flipping governments again, I'll rehire the... oh, we actually already have the Communist Revolutionary. El Salvador has joined the Axis. I'm not sure why I'm not getting my steel reallocated to these factories. Like, what is trying to use my steel that is getting a higher priority? At this point, I want to be focused on just producing infantry equipment for the most part. Oh, okay. Yeah, so even if I turn all those factories off, we're still going to be running a huge deficit. So I'll just go ahead and beef those back up. It's not going to make any difference. We only have 20 steel. That's what the problem is. It's not that the AI was misprioritizing it. Low manpower, yes, I'm aware of that. I actually am not sure if we can break this. I guess I could replace him with... No, he's a pretty good, damn good general. I don't think we have a better general we can stick there. But if they just keep shipping in fresh troops... Do we at least have air superiority? Oh, that's a different air region, that's why. So we want to reassign our planes. So that might make a difference, actually.
Hey, Lorem. We got Lorem on.
Lorem is here, unsurprisingly.
Which I am, just so you know, I'm currently editing the Pokemon video. I'm almost done, so I'm going to be back and forth.
Oh yeah,
I know you've been wanting to...
Our Pokemon Go exploits will soon be available for your viewing pleasures. Okay, that might have actually changed things significantly. I think we might actually be able to route them now. It looks like they were losing some divisions anyway, but the problem is if they just keep shipping in more, there's not a lot we can do. We don't have a strong enough navy to deny that yet, and because of the steel shortage, we now probably won't for a long time. I'm pretty sure I already checked. Oh, Nationalist Spain is willing to trade with us. Yeah, we'll buy all the steel you have. Cuba? Yeah, I mean, might as well. Paraguay? Yeah, we'll buy your one steel.
And sorry for the wait, Lauren. All of us have been working extra hours this week, so it's been harder to get it done on time as we wanted.
Alright. Well, they are taking the stacking penalty and the enemy air support superiority penalty now. Of course, they've sent in Alexander Patch, who's much better at this type of combat. Still just infantry and brigades, so it's not like they're using Marines against us. I feel like we should be doing better.
Ego Viking.
Hello, hello. Any chance of the Soviets coming back from this? That would that would help us so much. I was prepared to fight the Allies and the Axis at once, but I was also assuming I would be doing so with a reasonable supply of steel, and it looks like that's now not the case. So, if anybody else attempts this playthrough, pick either the fascist or the democratic nations to go against in South America. Probably not both, because you want someone to still be willing to trade with you if the Soviet Union collapses. That is the learning experience we've come by here. We are researching excavation tech so we can get whatever little amount of steel we can out of here. I'm trying to remember, like, I'm not even worried about airplanes anymore, because it's not like we're going to be able to build any. Already finished with doctrines. Really, we just need to be focusing on infantry, because that's what all of our available production is going to go to for the foreseeable future. Infantry and industry. The twin pillars of a nation with far too few resources. It looks like they did kind of fix the fallback line, because the way it was set up was super wonky, and now they're actually guarding the coast like I want them to. Which will be nice, because once we secure the Panama Canal, we really limit the mobility of their navy, and we might be able to do some harassing and stuff like that.
Hey, Copperhead. Yeah, we're planning on streaming for hour and a half, 2 hours.
Probably around 2 hours, yeah. It's not going to be super long, because I am also working on an IGN review assignment. But yeah, I should probably go ahead and invite Paraguay to the war if they're not in already. Yeah. Let's go ahead and, can I just invite them to all wars? Yeah. We could use their 15 divisions at this point.
And for those of you talking about Overwatch, we will do an Overwatch stream soon.
Yes.
Dylan and TJ have been promising.
Yeah, DM has actually gotten a lot better at me than Overwatch. Like, he's been playing it a ton lately. Like, he's actually, like, into the ranked bracket now, and I'm still in my teens or something. Yeah, he really likes Overwatch. I like Overwatch a lot. He really likes Overwatch, so be sure to keep an eye on @DMSchmeier on Twitter if you're an Overwatch fan, because he's talking about it all the time.
And next week he's taking the bar exam, so after next week you'll see many more streams coming. We've been a little bit slow lately.
Patch! I guess I should start researching encryption, because I'm getting a decryption advantage, but so are they, and that's not good for us. They're also way out of supply, so I'm kind of confused at how they're holding out as well as they are.
Connor is suggesting that's a good idea to cooperate with Germany before they attack you. Cooperate. I always say cooperate.
Well, they don't really have a navy. Like, if the US can't get to me, I'm not really worried about Germany getting to me. I mean, I guess they could attack me from North Africa. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm much more worried about the Allies right now than I am about the Axis. Because Germany's so tied up fighting the Soviets that I don't think that they even have the resources to try to mount a transatlantic invasion yet. Of course, the Soviets are going to hold out forever, because if Japan does not take Vladivostok, the Soviets can basically hold out until you conquer freaking all the way over here.
And correction, Connor was talking about playing as the Soviets.
What's that? Oh, he's not talking about our campaign?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
he was talking about it.
Do my Marine divisions have signal companies? Because it seems like they're taking a long time to reinforce.
And Mecha Reaper, watch our Twitter when we're gonna play Overwatch. I'm sure
Hey, Mecha
we can
Reaper's
have
here.
you come back on, as long as you don't mind being on our YouTube video.
Oh, that's right. Signal companies require motorized, and I haven't been using motorized. I might want... Well, I can't produce it. That's the problem. When you have no production, nothing works. No, I don't want an expeditionary force from Paraguay. I want them to control their own troops. I have too much to worry about with my own guys right now. I want your help, but I want you to micro your own guys. Particularly if we get invaded, it would be very helpful if you could handle the defensive part. So here's what's happening here. This is largely, I'm seeing, as an initiative failure. When one of my Marine units retreats, because their initiative isn't high enough, my reserves are not moving up into the combat fast enough to save it before the battle is over. So that's why initiative is such an important stat. Let's see.
And no, we didn't make a video of that one. I don't know if we still have it recorded or not.
Which one?
Your last Overwatch playthrough with...
No, yeah, we haven't. We've only done one actual Overwatch stream because it, I don't know. We're trying to figure out what the best way to do it would be, because a lot of times it takes a lot of editing to get an Overwatch multiplayer session to work as a YouTube video. And in terms of Twitch, we just don't really get any views on it because we're not really known for shooters. And especially, I'm not known for shooters. I'm a strategy and RPG guy. So it's not really worth our time to do it on Twitch, and we haven't figured out a format that will make it worth our time for YouTube yet. Now that could change, obviously, if we start developing a reputation that, like, we're known for Overwatch, or like DM is known as a really good Overwatch player. That'll give us a lot more opportunities to stream it, obviously, but yeah.
Orden is asking what your build queue looks like.
Let's take a look. We still need to be producing more military factories, so thanks for reminding me about that. Is there anywhere I can build a couple of them? Yeah, down here. Actually, I guess military factories are kind of low priority right now. Alright, our justification on Panama has finished. I'm actually thinking about maybe just making this a defensive position. The thing is, I really want to deny them use of that port. Because if we can't break through this, we're just going to be grinding away manpower forever. And we don't want that. Anyway, declare war on Panama, conquer, call allies, why not? And, oh, I didn't have a battle plan set up, damn it. Well, let's just see if they can take it without a battle plan. Yep, and the wars have merged. So why am I not getting the... Oh, there we go. Execute! Take all the Panamas. Dominican Republic joined the Axis. Everyone's so afraid of me that they're joining factions left and right. Well, that's good. I don't need to justify a war goal in the Dominican Republic now.